The Mike Hosking Breakfast, 6 to 9 weekdays on Newstalk ZB.
G'day there. The executive summary changes little, if anything. Firstly, it's not the full report. We paid for the full report. The full report is about being transparent, of course. The Greens can't claim transparency and honesty when they play dumb games like the ones they have been over the past couple of weeks. Secondly, it sort of doesn't matter. It says what it is claimed it says, so in that sense it's not really the story anymore, is it? The original story was whether Darleen Tana was not what she claimed to be. The report has answered that. Seeing the written evidence doesn't change the crime, I would have thought, even though Tana disputes bits of it. Sadly, her foray into the public light this week on the television has not served her remotely well. She, as far as I can hear, babbled and blustered and made literally no sense whatsoever, leaving me with the impression she must be a nightmare to deal with at the best of times. God knows what she's like to buy a bike from. Anyway, that's not the main point. The point is she is an interloper who may well have the brass neck to try it on and turn up to Parliament next week and tough it out, which is the real story. What did the Greens do? And given the answer to this point is nothing, they're the real criminals. Pleading and asking her to quit hasn't worked, isn't working, probably won't work. But is it, think about it, is it a tactic that gets them out of actually doing anything? Is this, for both parties, a cake and eat it scenario? Tana hangs in there until we all get bored, so she's then on the pig's back for the rest of the term, accountable to nobody. The Greens huff and puff, do nothing, hoping we also forget, but if we don't, they can then huff and puff some more, saying exasperatedly, oh, we asked her to resign, but she didn't. The Walker laws, of course, solve all this, but they're so hoisted by their myopic thinking on it, they don't want to embarrass themselves any further, even though it's the right thing to do. They are also not off the hook on candidate selection. Having a one-stop, are you a nutter, will you embarrass us clause is not enough to safeguard yourself, as we have seen time and time again with this lot. They actually have to dig and ask a few questions. So, if Tana's skin is thick enough, she collects the money, passes go and laughs at us. And the Greens, well, surely if this is them at their most decisive, Chloe's dream of overtaking Labor is about as well thought through as their candidate selection process.
The Mike Hosking Breakfast, 6 to 9 weekdays on Newstalk ZB.